Hi, welcome back to the channel. If you missed part 1 of this video, I'll link in the description below, because you need to build the actual building first before we can move on to what we're going to do in this video, which is the interior and exterior. For the exterior, you'll need red tulips, white tulips, brown carpet, dark oak leaves, warped hyphae, bone meal, water buckets, oak stairs, spawn exotic fish, and bamboo. Okay. If you got all those things, then let's begin the build. At the front of the building, on the left of the doorway, and right next to the grey concrete, right in front of the grey concrete, place bushes until they reach just one block over the width of the building. Then build them out so they reach the back of the building. Then build them out a further 7 more. This will be like the mark of your garden. Then make a row that goes 1 block wider than the actual width of the building. And then you can build the bushes to the front of the building so they connect to the stairs right next to the doorway. So it should look something like that. Then in that shape you've got near the doorway, you could place 1 red tulip, 1 white tulip, 1 red tulip, 1 white tulip, and 1 red tulip. So that's the front of the house done. Then if we go to the back, it gets a bit more complicated. The 3 rows closest to the building can be filled in with warped hyphae. But in the top left corner, there's a column of 3 blocks. And you should these 3 blocks you should not fill with warped hyphae. And you should also destroy the blocks underneath the leaves, so that, because this is going to be a pond, but we don't want to have any grass showing, so it's gonna be all warped hyphae. So when you've done those 3 rows of warped hyphae, then you can mark out a 4x3 rectangle, which starts at that 3 block column that you've made. So it should have 12 block space inside it. Then in that space you make the floor all warped hyphae, so you destroy the dirt and replace it with warped hyphae. And then underneath the leaves, where you can still see grass, you replace it with warped hyphae. And on the right side, where you can still see grass, you also replace it with warped hyphae. So you can't see any grass. Then, the very top right corner, you should leave grass, but the rest of it you can replace with warped hyphae. So you only have 1 block of grass in the very top right corner. In that grass, you place a bamboo, and then you can use bone meal to make it grow faster if you want. Then, you get the oak stairs, spruce stairs, and you place 2 blocks facing towards the bushes, and then another 2 blocks facing towards the pond, so it makes sort of an L shape. Then in the middle of that L shape, you get the brown carpet and place it in between, and then 2 brown carpets on top of those 2 brown carpets, so it looks like a table. Then in the pond space that you've made, you fill it with the water bucket, and then if you want to, you can put in exotic fish. Be careful, they do jump around a lot. It's fine though, because when they're out of water, they'll die by themselves. Okay, so that's my idea for the exterior of the house. So as you can see, you have a bit of a back patio, and I didn't want to give it too much vegetation, but I thought the bamboo was a bit of a nice touch. The pond is also quite nice, and then when you go to the front, it just has a clean, slick look that's not too overcomplicated. So now we should go and look at the interior. So as you can see, I'm in this part, I'm going to do the bottom floor. So you go to the column right next to the doorway, and on the first 2 blocks you place 2 furnaces. Then you place a blast furnace, and then a smoker. So it's a column of 4. Then next to that, on the right of that, you place a jukebox, and next to that a chest. In that chest I'm going to put CDs, but you can put whatever you want. Next to that you can put an ender chest. Then in front of the ender chest put an enchanting table. So it should look something like that. And on the on top of the chest where I'll put the CDs, place a painting. Then on the roof next to the smoker, place 3 barrels with 1 space in front of the smoker, and then leave a row and then do it again. Only 3 though. Then, right after the enchanting table, destroy the 4 quartz blocks. Destroy a square of 4 quartz blocks and replace it with dirt. Then use a hoe to make it into farmable land, and put beetroot seeds on it. You can use bone meal to grow these faster if you want. So it should look something like this. I just thought the beetroot and would add a nice feel to the whole build. Then you can add lectern to the right of that. To the door to the backyard, place a armor stand. So that's about it for the bottom floor. But if you do want, you can place lanterns in the row in between the 2 barrels for some lighting. Then on the top floor, on the side opposite to where you enter, place a light blue bed. Then at the head of the bed, place a crafting table, then a fletching table, then a smithing table, then an anvil. On top of the crafting table, place a pot. Then on the square to the right of where you enter, place a double chest. On the square to the left, place an item frame with a diamond pickaxe in it as decoration. Then in the pot, put an allium, and then on the opposite block to where you enter, place an item frame with a clock inside it. So that's my designs for the top level. So thanks for watching. I hope the build went well. If it did, please like, comment and subscribe, and watch out for the next video in the series.